Hi, everyone. My name is Megan, and I am with the Ocean Insider Club and Ocean Rehab and Fitness. And I am here today with from the Disability Foundation. This is my third week here. We had some technical difficulties, so I'm coming on late, and I believe this will be posted on Facebook, but it's going to be posted as a recording. So you may not be able to join me live right now, but at least you can watch this for later. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of cardio. So I would recommend you getting a dowel, okay, some type of a dowel, and we're going to try and get our heart rates up a little bit. So if you have a spinal cord injury or you are seated most of the time, it might be really hard to get your heart rate up. So we're going to try and do some circuits so that we can get that heart rate up as much as possible, because I know it's a little bit more difficult sometimes when we're just seated all the time and we're not able to wheel around or go for a walk. Okay, so we'll start with a warm-up. So I'll just get you to follow along, and then we will be using our dowel shortly after. Okay, I'm going to start here. So we're going to start with shoulder rolls. Okay, so coming in up, nice big shoulder rolls coming forward. 4. Okay, we'll be doing 10 of everything in the warm-up. Good, and then going backwards. Good. And 10, awesome. Okay, you're gonna reach your hands out to the sides, and then you're gonna give yourself a nice big hug. Okay, and switch. And again. Good. 5. Okay, nice. Sending blood flow to the muscles, getting nice and warm before we get into some quicker movements. Okay. 2 more. Good. Okay, we're going to reach up to the sky and pull something down. Up. And pull something down. And up. And pull something down. Good. Halfway. Okay, and if you're not going at my tempo, that's okay. It's okay to go a little bit slower. Good, last one. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna turn and do a twist. So you can have your hands down at your thigh, and you're gonna look over your shoulder, and we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. So think of keeping that chest nice and tall, looking over to the side. Okay, and slowly return. Rotating other side, and look. Okay, 30 seconds here. Try and look over your shoulders. So we're trying to look all the way over. Okay, if you have rods in your neck or some neck limitations, you'll just do your best, and you can just keep your neck in line. Okay, slowly unwind that. Hands on the shoulders. We're going to do nice big shoulder circles now. Good. 8 and 9 and 10 and then forward. Good. So we're just warming up. I just got a sign that we are now live on Facebook, I think. So apologies for the late start. I was notified that they had some technical difficulties, but we're here now. So just jump into this warm up. Okay. And 10. Good. Okay, and then we're going to tip the head and up. So if we are live, just a reminder that you can always type in the chat, and I should get it if you have any questions or comments, and I'd be happy to go over that with you throughout the workout, okay? And good. Today's going to be a bit shorter and sweet. Okay, and then we're going to turn our head, so looking straight across and other way. And 5, good. 7. So if any of you that came in late, we're just doing a warm up right now. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit more of a cardio-based workout today. Okay, and now we're going to tip the head up and then center. Tuck the chin and center. Good. Up and tuck and up. Good. Nice. Okay, we're going to burst 1 and 2, 3. Good. Doing 10 in one side, getting those wrists nice and mobile. Good. Nice big circles. And then we switch to the other way. 5, 9, and good. Other way. And 1. Trying to get as big as you can. Okay, it's okay to have your hand down a little lower too, if you need to for balance. Okay, otherwise straight out in front. 8, and 10, good. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10. Awesome, good. Okay, now we're gonna work on some hip hinging, okay? So I'm gonna show you. So when we're hip hinging, we wanna be working from the hip. So if you have a decreased core, we wanna put our hands here. If you have a strap on, like a chest strap, so a hinge, hands can be here. And we're gonna think of, we wanna be tipping forward. And then back. Okay, so I'm seated, tipping forward, and then back up. So when you're sitting in your chair, we want to be tipping from that waist and not rounding in the back. So we want to keep that chest nice and tall, and you're going to be tipping and then back up. Okay, tipping and back up. And the other option is to have hands on your thighs so that you can tip and have your hands down, keeping your back nice and flat and your chest open. Okay, so we're going to be doing 15. And here we go. And tip and up. And tip and up. And tip and up. And tip and up. Good. I promise this will come in handy when we do our next drill. And up. And tip and up. Good. And tip and up. You might choose to have your hands on your hips too. And up and tip and up and tip and up and tip. Up. Last 5. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and up. Good. Okay, now we're going to add the wheel to it. So it's almost like you're using your hands on a wheel. Okay, so I'll back this up. Okay, so we're here. Okay, you're going to, okay, wheel. So my back is flat, my abs are engaged all the way around. Okay, and wheel. And wheel. And wheel, and wheel. Good. Okay, and wheel, keep going, and wheel, good, and wheel, and then come back up. Nice. So if that's too much for you, if you feel too much of that in your back, I want to make sure that we're not rounding, okay? So that isn't going to be for everyone. Don't worry about how far you tip. If you tip just even a little bit, that's better and keeping a flat back than us trying to tip too much and then rounding the spine, okay? We don't want to have any rounding in the spine, okay? So let's try that one more time, okay? So we're nice and tall, okay? Tipping forward, and we're gonna wheel, and wheel, okay? 15, and 3, and 4, good, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Get some water. I'm gonna move you guys back here. Okay. So that one can be done if you're seated on like a chair, if you're able-bodied. I was obviously demonstrating on the couch, so it doesn't need to look like that. But I just wanted to show you guys the side view so that you can kind of see what I'm doing with my back, okay? So once you've gotten your water, we're gonna grab our dowel, okay? And we're gonna start with some dowel work, okay? So the first thing we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna teach you all the movements first, and then we're gonna be cycling them through with time, okay? So each timed one will take about 40 reps. So we'll be doing about 40 reps of each, okay? So if that's too much for you, that's okay. You don't need to do it all with me. You're just gonna do what you can. And then if you tucker out or you need a break, you just rest and then catch up and join back in with me when you're ready, okay? If you're doing this not live and you're gonna watch this later, I recommend using some music because it can be really motivating. Okay? So put your favorite song on and just go. And let's get that heart rate up, okay? So we're just gonna go over the sequence of what we're doing first. So you have your dowel. You can also use a broomstick or like a cane. You can even use a paddle. I know some of you are on the dragon boat team. But anything that's gonna be wider than your shoulders. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do, we're gonna have the dowel right in front of us. Okay, so the hands are here, and then you're just gonna press straight up and then straight back in. Okay, straight up, straight back in. Okay, let's go for it. So we're just gonna do a few so we can try the movement. 4, okay, good. 6, 7, and 8, good. And 9, and 10. Okay, and I just got to notice that. Okay, so we stand that one. So that's going to be move 1. Okay, our second move is going to be a rotation. So you're going to have the dowel right out in front, and you're going to rotate, and then rotate. Okay, and rotate. Okay, so just do a few of those here. Notice how my dowel is staying in front of my chest. So I'm not letting the dowel go and my chest stay here. Okay, I'm letting everything go. So I'm rotating my whole chest. How far? You don't need to go very far in your rotation. Okay, okay, that's our second. Okay, our third is going to be with our hands overhead, okay, and you're going to twist again. Twist, and then the hands come down. So we're combining the two. So up, twist, twist, and down. Up, twist, twist, and down. Good. Up, twist, and twist, and down. Okay, so those are our 3 exercises. Okay, and I just got to note that the noise might be very good either. I apologize for that, you guys. Just keep following along if you can. Okay, I'll be counting for you. Okay, so let's do our first set. So we're going to be starting here, and we're going to be doing 40. Okay, I'm going to move a little quicker. So if we can move a little quicker, that's great. If you can't keep up with me and you're not getting 40 in, that's okay. I just want you to keep moving until I'm ready to switch us to the next one. Okay, so up and overs, and then we'll go right into rotations. And then after that, we're going right into rotate, rotate, and then down. Okay, so we're actually going to be doing 120 movements. Okay, so get some water now, and then we're going to get started. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, starting with 40. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7. So this is, you can see how you'd like to have some music on so that you're not just listening to me count. Okay, Paul. Good. Remember, we're controlling it up. We're never not controlling it. So I'm all down. Okay, you're already halfway. 2, good. 23. Okay, you can. Even if you can't go free, okay, you're gonna do what you can. Good, last 10. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Okay, now we're rotating. Right into it for 4. And notice how my elbows are slightly bent. We don't have to have them straight out. Tempo is up to you, but if you want to keep up with me, go for it. Okay, rotation doesn't have to be very big. Good. Breathing. Okay, you're halfway. Feeling that core, using those rotational muscles. Good. Keep that chest going with the dowel. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, going into the third one. Shake out those shoulders. Okay, so this one's actually going to be rotate, rotate. That's 2. So we're counting the rotations. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and down. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Good. Doesn't matter which way you rotate to first, just try and switch it up. Getting those hands overhead. Maybe you don't do the rotation. Maybe the rotation's too much and we just go back overhead. Up to you, okay? And coming up to halfway. Here we go. Breathe in. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. Keep the gap between your shoulders and your ears nice and big. You guys are doing awesome. Okay, just 10 more after this one. And 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Good. Give those arms a break. Okay, a timed 2-minute break. Maybe in a minute and a half. Okay, get some water. If anybody has any questions, I think we are live now, so you can type in the chat. For those of you coming in late, I apologize. I was also waiting to come on. There were some technical difficulties today. It's never happened before, so I'm sure it'll be fine next time. But if you're coming in late, grab a dowel, make sure you have water, and join us in on the next circuit, okay? And I just got feedback that the live streaming is a bit better, so awesome. Okay. So now we're going to get into a little bit of kayak movements. Okay, so we still have another minute to rest, so I'll wait another minute or so. Okay, so if you're joining in late, dowel or a cane or a paddle or a broomstick, okay? That's all we're using today. We're not using any other equipment, just our bodies, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so now we're gonna be doing a kayak motion, okay? So we're gonna be going off to one side, and it's almost like you're gonna dip into the water with your kayak and then come back with your paddle. So we're dipping and then come back, okay? I'm gonna move over a little bit so I don't hit. So dip and then up, dip and up, dip and up, dip and up. So it's like you're really going down into the water, okay? And I'm sitting on a couch, so I'm not gonna be able to dip down as low, but if you're in a wheelchair, you can take this and go all the way down as far as you can and come up. And that's gonna give you a little bit more challenge in your rotation, as well as with that pull of the arm. The right arm pulling back and the left arm pulling back, okay? So we're gonna do 40 to one side, okay? So we're gonna do all one side, and then we're gonna do 40 to the other side, okay? And then we'll see how we feel, and then we're gonna be alternating, just like we would do in a kayak, okay? So pick your least favorite side to start with, okay? So mine's the left, okay? So here we go. And 1, and 2, and dip. 4, good, just keep moving. 5, exhale on the pull, and good. 8, okay, try and keep up with me if you can. If you can't, then you're just gonna keep moving and go at your own pace, and we'll just finish together, okay? And dip. Good. That's it. Okay, there's a lot of these, so keep breathing. And pull. Okay, you're halfway here. Pull. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. We're doing a lot of rotation work today. Awesome. Pull, pull, pull. Okay, we're almost here. And last 10, dip, and dip, and dip, and dip, and dip. 6, and 7, 8. This is 9, and 10. Other side, and 1. No time in between. 2, 3. Good, do what you can. 4, 5. Exhale. And 10. Good. And you're halfway, over, almost halfway, sorry. That's it. Keep dipping. Okay, now we're halfway. Exhale. Do what you can. Okay, this is a lot on purpose. Okay, if you're stopping halfway, it's okay. I want this to be a challenge. Okay, and this is more just to get you moving. Okay, we're all probably at home right now. So we want to get moving to get that heart rate up, right? That important cardiovascular that we need to be training. Good. That's it. Last 10. And exhale. 3 and 4 and 5. That's it. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and relax. Awesome. Good job. Get some water. Okay. Taking a little break before we move on to another circuit. Okay. So most of the exercises today, I'll just talk to you guys while you're resting. Most of the exercises today can be done in a manual chair. That's kind of what they're designed for. Or just a regular chair is really good. Power chairs work as well too. You might just find that you're going to need to put up your hand rests, your arm rests for this stuff. You might just want to put them up so you have a little bit more room, or get someone to help you. If you have like a sports chair, these would be good too, but you're going to need a little bit of room because this twisting action is going to get your chair to be moving a bit. So that is a whole different ball game, but super fun and still get a lot of benefit out of that. Okay. Once again, if you're able-bodied, I do recommend sitting for these because we want to be as stable as possible so that we can really get into the rotational muscles in our core. It's a bit of a game changer when we're standing. So for today, we're just going to be doing it seated. So I do recommend that you sit. You're going to need a little bit of room because this twisting action is okay. So let's moving on now. I don't see that anyone has any questions. So I'm hoping that this is all streaming okay. For those of you that are coming in late, I do apologize. This was late to get started. There were some technical difficulties. So we are getting right into it though. So if you are just joining in, grab a dowel. We're doing a bit of a cardio circuit today. Okay. So now we are going to move into a little bit different. We're going to be combining some of the movements that we did. So we're going to be doing that tip with the wheel. Okay. That's going to be one. And then we're going to be grabbing the dowel and doing side to side kayaks, which we haven't done yet. We did the one side and the other. Okay, so we're going to superset these two together. Okay, so in order for you to see me, I'm just going to back this up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to stay facing towards you for this tip and the wheel. Okay, but for those of you that are coming in late, when you do this, you want to have a nice flat back. Okay, and we're tipping from the waist. So we're going to be tipping forward, and then we're going to be wheeling. Okay, we don't need to be super far forward. It's more about keeping that back flat. So for a visual, if I had this along my spine, it would stay like that as I tip. We're not going to be rounding like this. See how it leaves my back? We want to be here. So as you tip forward, it stays like that. Okay, and we're wheeling and wheeling. So you're getting a nice big swoosh back, Okay, so let's tip forward. And we're going to be doing these for 40, okay? Then when we're done, we're going to quickly grab our dowel and we're going to be doing our alternating kayaks for 40, not each side. It's going to be 40 total, okay? So dowel handy, okay? Here we go. So find that tip position, okay? Neck nice and long, looking straight ahead. Here we go. Swoosh and swoosh. And swoosh, good. 4, 5, nice and strong in those arms. 7, just like you're wheeling somewhere. 9, 10, nice and big with those arms. 12, flat back. 15, good. 18, 19, halfway, big pull. Try and stop in that position. Stop. Stop. That's it. And exhale. Exhale. Keep going. 29. This is 30. 10 more. So if you had your favorite song on, you could pretend you're at the track and we're racing. Right here. Pull. That's it. 5, 4. Nice and strong in those arms. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Not much of time. Grab your dowel. Here we go. Quick. And dip. And dip. And dip. Good. Try and stay with me tempo-wise. If you can't, just keep moving. Okay? There's no wrong way to do this. You're going to work to your level. This is meant to be challenging, so don't get discouraged if it's too fast. Okay? This is training a different type of muscle fiber when we're having to move this quickly. Okay? Different than like doing a bicep curl or a row with a band. Okay? So there's a point to this. There's a reason why this is nice and quick. And good. That's it. Keep going. Push. 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 Try and let your eye gaze go with your dowel. So we're just keeping our neck nice and neutral. Okay, don't worry guys, I am counting. I can multitask. Okay, we're over halfway. And push. Push. And push. Good. Keep going. Here we go. Last 10. And 8. 7. That's it. 6. Really dip into that water. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And relax. Awesome. Good job, you guys. All right. Catch your breath. Hopefully some of you got your heart rate up with that. Get some water, and then we're going to do one more. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more for your shoulders. Okay, could still get your heart rate up too, depending on how quick you go. And this is also a really good one for core. Okay, and we'll be using the dowel again. So 30 seconds or so we'll start. Once again, if you have any comments or questions, for those of you that are just coming in, we have had some technical difficulties, but I've been told it's all under control now, so things should be fine. This will be recorded, so I know that the first part was cut off of this workout, so if you want to go back and do it later, that's totally fine. And I will be here again next week, and hopefully we'll be starting right at 12, and it should work out, okay? And for those of you that haven't come in here before, I highly recommend that you check out my website, oceanrehabandfitness.com, or you can join my private Facebook group, Ocean Rehab and Fitness, where I post a lot of really cool tips and tricks for people living with physical disabilities, a little bit of nutrition, some mindfulness, motivation, stuff like that. It's also a really good place, safe space, safe community to talk about some things that are related to your fitness journey. I highly recommend that. So check that out if you haven't already. And we're going to start the next circuit in 15 seconds. Okay, so this next one, we're going to be holding the dowel, okay? And the arms are going to be straight out. And it's like we're going to break it across our chest. Okay, so we're going to be here, break. Okay, so when I do that, I'm focusing on these muscles back here. So as I bring it in, squeeze. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. Okay, so we're here, quick, 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 quick. That's it. Boom. Okay, so that's one. So we're going to do 40 of those. Okay. Then the next one, we're going to have the dowel straight out, and we're going to be doing tiny little circles right out in front. Okay, we'll be doing 20 one way and then 20 the other way. Okay, so just a little bit of work for those deltoids. Okay, make sure when we do this, we don't want to be caved in here. Okay, see how my chest is concaved. We want to think of this collarbone. So your collarbone, you can see it on me, these bones right here. We want to make them really long. So as you bring your arms out, that collarbone is super long. Okay, so we're here, quick, 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 quick. And then we're here, tiny little circles, and then we do tiny little circles, okay? So 40 of the quicks, 20 circles in one direction, and then 20 circles in the other, okay? Here we go, last circuit for today. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. 6, bring it back nice and quick. Feel those shoulder blades squeezing. 10. Squeeze. Good. Lots of upper body today. Good. Halfway. Almost think like you're going to break the stick. So if you have awesome grip and you can, think of breaking the stick in half. So we're getting a bit of torque in the shoulder. That's it. And you guys are over halfway. Pull, pull, pull. Do what you can. Pull. That's it. Nice and quick. Try and relax your neck. So think of the shoulders, don't do anything. They're not rising up to the ears. They're just staying low. Good. We're almost there. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This is 2 and 1. Awesome. Arms straight out. 1. Tiny little circles. 17, 18, 19, switch. Other way. 1, 4. Okay, your shoulders should be burning by now. Mine are. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome, you guys. Okay, get some water. And we're going to do a little bit of a stretch because that was a lot of shoulder work. Okay, so coming in, we're just going to bring those shoulders. Nice big roll forward. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. Okay, if you didn't get your heart rate up with any of that, then maybe we weren't going fast enough with some of your movements, or maybe we need to use a little more trunk. So if you do have trunk function, and I'm talking about some of the beginning stuff we were doing, so now shoulders go back. I'm just going to talk while we do this. If you do have more trunk function, we can be a little more lenient in our rotation, in our kayaks and our dowel rotations, whether it was overhead or out front. So if you're not using that full rotation and you have it, it might be a little bit harder to get the heart rate up because your body's used to doing these bigger movements. So if you're not sure and it just didn't feel quite as good, go back and do this video again and maybe just work to your full range. Okay, if you felt like it was good enough and it was super challenging, that's awesome. I also recommend that you go back another day and try this workout and try and maybe instead of tuckering out at 20 reps or something, maybe we can go to 25, right? Or staying with me the whole time and maybe just slowing your reps down. Okay, so now we're going to catch this arm. So you're going to bring it across, catch it, and we're going to pull. So you should feel this in the shoulder right here. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, slowly release it, and then we do the other side. Catch. Make sure the shoulder isn't up. We want to keep it down, okay? So you feel a nice big stretch along here in the middle of the deltoid. Okay, and now we're just going to we're going to interlace our hands and we're going to round the spine. So everything I've told you not to do in this workout. Round, and you're just going to drop your head. So if I'm facing sideways, we're rounding in the back. Okay, and then you're going to come up and then you're going to bring your hands behind you and we're going to lift our heart to the ceiling and lift your chin. So we're getting a nice big spinal extension. So from the side, it looks like this. Up. Okay, and then we're doing those two again. So slowly coming back, and then we're going to interlace. Okay, round. You can also have your hands on your thighs for this if you can't come out here. Round. Rounding the entire spine. Okay, tucking that chin. And then coming all the way up nice and slow. Hands behind you again. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Lift your heart to the ceiling. And slowly come back. Okay, just one last stretch for the traps here. So you're gonna grab something with your chin, $100 bill, grab it. And then you're gonna hold for 30 seconds. So we should be feeling this up the back of the neck and maybe a little bit right up, right where a necklace would lay, right at the back. Sometimes you might even feel it going all the way down your spine, and that's okay. Okay, you're halfway. And slowly roll up. Awesome. Okay, you guys, that's your little cardio circuit.